welcome back. Um, I've started doing some of this stuff, so I started figuring a few things out. I did have an issue with the fluid duct. I don't know what happened, but it wouldn't transfer to here. So even with this on, um, and this is how I've kind of set it. I even used a switch to turn it on and off, and all the rest of it. Didn't work. I ended up having to break the block and put the servo back on, and it just started pumping latex. Um, so it seems to be working now. So I've also got the infinite water source as well, um, just smack bang on top. So you did need to get, so for the infinite water source, here, you have to get the basic plating, so you have to get your lead ingots and your graphite dust. Now to get the graphite dust, to do this, you definitely need the pitfall fuel generator straight up, because you need power to do this, because you need to actually have the manufactory. Now when you do the manufactory, you have to also make sure that you use coal and not charcoal, because the charcoal didn't work. I do want to get some sort of compressor or something, because I had to use just the manual grinder at the moment. Did I just see a mob? No, it's all good. And yeah, we got plenty of power. Like, it's not going to run out anytime soon. So yeah, I've also got the packager. This thing is just magic, hey. So you just put whatever you need in there, and it just pops them out straight away. It's really quick. So I'll be definitely making another one of those. That also needs power as well. As you can see, it needs FE. And this thing charges everything so quick. It's actually really good. So I've also got the tree fluid extractor. So this is for actually making the latex. So we can actually take that bucket out now. We really don't need buckets anymore for this, because we're actually extracting it straight out. So we'll just chuck that in there. As you can see, it's, yeah, that'll see, it's going up and down and all the rest of it. And then I've got something that just places wood basically, and that's just gonna keep extracting. While we're there, we might just chuck some more in there. Why not? Because we've got plenty. And this is to make actual plastic. So we're doing this to make plastic, because we need that to, start getting into a lot of the other things in the book, especially like, the other generators and stuff like that too. I've noticed plastic seems to be a thing at the moment for us to make things, including, what was it? I think it was the backpack. No, there was something I needed the plastic for. But yeah, there's just so much stuff to do. But we'll slowly get there. But yeah, these are all the different barrels you need, all sorts of machinery and things like that to make all this stuff. So yeah, this is pretty much a setup just to make plastic, really, at the moment. So it seems to be working. So let's just, if we have a look at plastic, the things you can make with plastic. So there's just tons of stuff, hey. Washing factory, mob distributor, mob detector, water condenser. You got all this stuff. Block breaker. So that's actually going to be pretty handy, I think. Black hole hydrator. Okay. Bioreactor, black hole tank. So you got heaps of cool stuff. Adult filter. I don't know what that is. Plant gatherer. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Enchantment sorter, that's cool. Meat feeder. Block placer. Yeah, see, the block placers also a thing you need plastic for. That's what we were going for, to be honest. But we don't need it anymore. Because I've got something else to do it that's cheaper at the moment. And that's all we need for what we're kind of pushing out. But yeah, you can see there's quite a lot of stuff. Plant fertilizer. Certified fuel generator. Yeah, see. I was thinking about that too. Lava fabricator. See, that's going to be handy, having a lava fabricator as well. How do we go about making magma cream? Blaze powder. Netherrack brick. Bonsai. Glowstone sapling. Quartz resin. Yeah, see, we've got to get us back into saplings to do all that stuff. So, we'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. But anyway, so we got plastic now anyway. We can make plastic if we need to. So, that's cool. But anyway, so one thing I want to do is I want to start getting into some storage. Start storing some of this stuff below. We've obviously got stairs over there, which is nice and handy, and I do have a ladder right here. So I want to start some storage down here. Start getting a heap of stuff into like barrels and things like that for now, and then we'll get into like ME systems and all that kind of stuff later. But for now, I think we will just keep doing what we're doing here. So I do want to make a backpack as well. So to make the backpack there, that's where we needed the plastic. Because we want to make a big one. So we need 36 plastic, 64 iron ingots, which is fine, 64 oak fences, and 4 leather. So we're gonna make this episode because we can. It's easy. We can do it. 64 iron ingots. I'm sure I can spare 64. We can make more. There's our 64 iron ingots. What else did I want? 64 oak fence. So we can make oak fence, no problem. Let's just get sticks from outside, because you know we got heaps of sticks. There's plenty of sticks. Fence. Oak fence. There's 12. We need to get rid of some stuff. Get rid of the stone for now. So we still need more. Oak fence. We just need like literally a few more. One more. Really? There we go. Cool. So we got that. Now, technically we should be able to make it, right? Build. Where is it? Oh, we still need the plastic. Oh, wait a second, how did we make the plastic again? From smelting. Crafting. So to craft it and smelt it. How much does it make per ball? 1. So we are going to have to make quite a bit if we want a big backpack, right? That's what I might do, is I'm going to go ahead and start making this backpack. It's just so handy to have. It's probably going to take me a little bit to get it. Because how much did it need? 36. So we're at 4. So what I might do is I'll either come back or end the episode here. Alright, so I've been playing around a bit. And I've looked at storage. Now, this is kind of a bit of a review on my end, and maybe some feedback in regards to the mod pack. Now, this is my problem. Is at the largest, like this is optimal. Is with, well, that's changed. I didn't want so many rows, but anyway, I'll show you what happened, because what we did is, look, it just changed. So this is optimal at the moment for mine. I've changed the settings in the Minecraft launcher, because it's the only place you can go to the GUI settings to make it smaller. But then as soon as I launch this, it just overwrites it and goes back to normal for whatever reason. Maybe I need to do it in Skyfactory. But if I make my GUI to auto, it makes the GUI extremely small, which is a bit of a pain. Now this looks great. It's all good. But then let's have a look what happens when you do, like, yeah, 12 rows by 24 columns. So here's my problem. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm missing the 12th row. By 24 is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Alright. Now my inventory. I can't see my inventory. I want to move stuff in there. I want to be able to see what's in there. My feedback would be, like, give me a slider. I give me a slider. That would have been better. Like, maybe put your inventory on one side, and the actual inventory of the chest on the other, and yeah, give me a slider for the chest or something. That's just my feedback. Like, to be honest with this, seeing this on normal settings, because like I just want to run normal scale myself. That's my preference to play the game, and that's what its default to is, whatever the normal scale is, and it seems to be, I think, 0 it's set at, because I checked the options file. And I don't want to have to be playing around with settings and stuff like that just to use this bloody chest. So I would say, give me a slider. Otherwise, you know what? I'm going to craft these just so I can get this thing in the book. And I'm not going to use that many at all. I'm not using it. So I've got one, and I'm about to do the backpack, which is going to take me all this plastic to make, like a ton of plastic, which I'm going to have to make in this, and then I'm going to have to wait for this to make another ton of plastic, so that I can actually use a modified version where I can actually see what's in there. So I don't know. I don't even know whether it's even worth it. Maybe I'll just make a smaller backpack, like altogether. Like, it's got the options to do that, but to put it in the game to actually use the maximum size backpack storage and the way the scale works, I don't think that that's a fun part of this. If a lot of people are having this issue, which I did do a search, and a lot of people seem to be having issues with different storage containers and doing this, and the way to fix it is for the scaling of the game. So you have to scale the GUI, modify it. So, and if I do that, I've actually got quite a large monitor, and it's a 4K monitor as well, so everything becomes very small. And yeah, I don't know, I'm not straining my eyes just so I can look at a backpack with 24 things. So like it's going to be small. It's going to be over here, and all those items, imagine how small they're going to be, plus these. Yeah. This I'm not using. The only time maybe it's maybe for something like this, where I'm putting a ton of items in, but even then I'd probably use an item duct or something like that, and a storage container somewhere else like that, which is going to store a butt ton. And look, I can see that, like, it's nice, I can see it, but yeah, this thing, look, that's just, no. Like, I can't even see my inventory in it. Like, I'm missing 4 square, like, yeah. And I'm missing a whole row off the top. So ideally, I'm going to shrink it, as you can see before. I'd probably say 24 by 9 rows. Only because, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that should bring up 2, so that I should be able to see my inventory then, and then maybe it's workable. But even so, I'd probably even go down to 8 rows, just so I can see my actual bar as well, because I think it's going to get cut off. But yeah, that's just some feedback. I'd probably go down to that. Yeah, not happy with the whole achievement. If you want to get them all out, it's just, especially this early in the game when you're just trying to store stuff and that, for me, without having to do all this other stuff, and I just want a simple backpack with a heap of storage, which is cool, but having to wait for all that plastic and stuff and then come back here and open that thing up, and then that to be the same size as this thing, yeah, idea's great, I like the idea, but give me a slider and I might use it. Until then, I'm not using it at maximum size. It's pointless. Like, as I said, the idea is great. I hate repeating myself, but it kind of annoyed me, especially with just wasting resources at this stage, and I'm going to be wasting a whole heap of plastic, just to make that, which I'm not doing now. Now that I've actually made the chest, and I wasted all that resource on the chest, yeah, I may as well just chuck it out. I can't use it. Yeah, I just can't use it. It's not good. Like, idea rating and stuff, cool, but the practice and whatever happened to go into that chest, like, usability wise, I give it like a 1 out of 10, and I'll show you why. So, cool. I just put my coal in. Where's my coal? My coal's in there, I just can't see it, right? So therefore, for me to be able to use this chest, well, for me to be able to get my goods out of that chest, and imagine if I stacked it full of stuff. Oh look, there's my coal. So practicality, zilch. And the only reason why I give it a 1 is I like the idea. If it had a slider and it was tested properly before putting it in the game, and the thing that really downgraded that rating for me was the fact that I had to craft this, and I'm gonna have to craft this too, just so I can clear all this stuff out in this tab, because that's my goal. I want to do everything, all right? But yeah, don't make me make something that's just not functional at all. Yeah, that's my feedback. I'm just going to put this in as just like a mini episode. I just thought I'd point that out. I know there's going to be people out there that's going to say, hey, reduce the GUI scale, you can do this and that. But no, like, literally, people shouldn't have to change their settings in a game just to use one item. And like, I can use every other item, but I can't use that without having to actually change my functionality of my game to play it. So, yeah, that's just my feedback. And to be honest, this is exactly what I think about it. Deleting it. It's going in the trash. I'm not going to use it. I'm not making the backpack yet until obviously I got a heap of resources just so I can waste it, just so I can get a blue color on the completion of doing that. But at this stage I'm not doing it just because plastic's just not an easy thing to come by. Not this kind of game. Like, I could probably pump out more to do this, but I need 27 plastic, and at the moment I have 15, and it's going to take a bit more. So yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there for anyone who's going to do that. Cool, go ahead and do it, but I would not suggest doing it, especially at the second part of your game when you just got like minimal power up. Because I've only just got very basic power, and just starting to make plastics and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just it took a while for me to get to this point, and I just basically wasted that whole time in making that thing. So again, I'd probably look at 8 or 9 rows by 24 columns. 24 columns is fine, just rows, too many. It's just not functional at all for the way it works. So as I said you, that is my thought, and I'm gonna stick with it. Go ahead and make comments. It's cool. Like I'm happy to be proven wrong if there's another legitimate reason behind it. But to me, functionality of a chest is to see what's in the chest and see what's on my bar so I can drag things across and all the rest of it. I want to be able to see every single slot. Otherwise, I just go and get a barrel where I can't see it and I just know what's on the front of it, right? So, yeah. I'll leave it at that. As you can see, we are getting along doing stuff, so I am going to be doing more and more. So I've already moved some stuff around. I've actually got the water going in. I actually got the fluid pump going, like I'm pretty sure I said in the last episode. I'm going to make another one of these and the fuel generator, and we're going to place that probably elsewhere as well. I know it's probably duplicating and all that kind of stuff, but there's going to be reasons behind that. So, and yeah, I'm sure we're going to have more saplings to make and things like that, which will go on the other side. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But I just wanted to provide that feedback on that for anyone who's looking to follow along and pick up some tips, because yeah, I don't want you to be in the same predicament as me and having to change settings just for that one thing. I like my GUI the way it is. So, yeah. But yeah, it's just like skins and stuff like that. If I want to put a skin on this game, cool, I'll go ahead and do it, but I just don't want to do it for this mod. I thought I'd just play it plain old vanilla, standard, go ahead and play. Yeah, sorry for rambling on, but I just wanted to put that thought out there. So have a great day, and we'll keep plodding along, and I will be making a backpack. It's just not going to be the same. And as I said, I'll make it. But I'll make it once I've got a heap of resources and I'm ready to make it just for the blue tick and to throw it out. So, anyway, have a good one and catch you later. Thank you. Bye.